I dropped from 17% body fat to 10% body fat in only 2 months, and I got a new bench PR at the end of it. So when I was 10% body fat, I benched more than when I was 17% body fat. How the fuck did I do this? Well, for most people, this is really hard, but for you, after watching this video, you can also absolutely do this. Let's check it out. By the way, an important disclaimer is this. This video is only for the cut-ready people. If you haven't bulked at least for 2 years plus, or if you just simply don't have enough muscle to refuel yet, don't cut, just keep bulking this summer. It will be better for you. By the way, if you're not sure yet when you can cut, in my Quest Killer app, I have clear levels, and once you reach level 6 and finish level 5, you are assured that you're ready for the cut. So that's amazing about my app, that you have clear levels, clear checkpoints, and know exactly when you're ready to do X. Why cutting sucks very bad, especially mentally. So, when you're cutting, you probably won't have any big PRs because you're, of course, eating less, so your strength won't really go up that much. Your strength mostly stalls, or sometimes slightly drops, and that is just mentally very depressing sometimes. You look smaller at first, especially the first few weeks, because you don't see any veins yet, because you're not at that low of a body fat, but you're eating less, and you're just going to look a little bit smaller. So that also sucks. The mirror sucks. And then you also, of course, have to go on a stricter diet. You can't eat all the tasty foods anymore. You're eating less calories. And for some people, this is also very hard because they just love food. Me personally, I love a burger, of course, but on the cut, it's just harder to eat. But yeah, this is all normal. This is part of the process for most people, at least. Not for us. So, maintaining your strength on a cut is the biggest disgusting lie ever. You should not believe in that. You're not maintaining strength if you can lift the same weight at a lower body fat each week. Do you see what I mean with this? If you're cutting and at the beginning of the cut, let's say you are 20% body fat and you bench 100 kilograms. And at the end of the cut, let's say you're 12% body fat and you still can bench 100 kilograms. Which of these two men is stronger? The guy that is lower body fat, of course, because relative strength is more important than absolute strength. This is why we always measure the big three lifts in 1.5 extra body weight, 1.75 extra body weight, and numbers like that. And we never say like everyone should bench 200 kilograms or 100 kilograms. It's all relative. The man that is 70 kilograms and benches 100 kilograms is stronger than the man that weighs 100 kilograms and benches his own body weight. That's not as impressive. So when you're cutting and you're going to a lower body weight and you keep your strength, this actually means that you're getting fucking stronger because you weigh less and you still can lift the same weight. So don't listen to this lie. What you will have to do is, indeed, you need to kind of maintain your strength. That should be your goal, or even slightly get stronger. But this doesn't mean that you actually maintain strength. This means on the cut that you're getting stronger because you're shredding body fat and keeping your strength. Getting stronger. That's how you should see this, man. Change your mindset. And that's what most people don't do on the cut. They just get depressed because they're not getting stronger or even losing a little bit of weight, and then they give up on the cut. And that's what you have to do differently. So then we have some smart mindfuck tactics. These are chill and cool to use. This is what I like to do when I am going from a bulk to a cut. I like to change some exercises, and I like to do body weight exercises because, of course, when you're cutting, you are going to weigh less. So body weight exercises will be easier. Things like pull-ups, push-ups, dips, where you're lifting your body weight, you will be able to do more reps in that, and mentally, it just will feel like you're getting stronger. Also, I like to do more of this, like the new science-based type of full range of motion, big stretch training, because when I'm cutting, I'm not aiming to get a new bench press PR every time, but I still want to build a lot of muscle mass. So I think when you're cutting, it's the perfect time to do more of this science type of stuff. So yeah, of course, you won't get injured, and you're probably not going to get a lot of PRs. So it's then better to do this. And when you're cutting, I would just cut out all the big three lifts. So deadlift, squats, and bench press, because at least for me, It really sucks when I am on a cut and I'm still doing bench press and squat and just barely go up in weight, or even I'm going maybe slightly down a little bit. That just sucks. So I always save those big free exercises for when I'm doing a huge bulk. And that's what I would advise to you also, just to feel mentally way better on the cut. So, how did I get stronger after the cut? Well, let me be honest, I only got 1 rep stronger on my bench press, but that's still pretty impressive, because if at the end of a cut you still got all your strength, or maybe slightly more, you're doing something very good, because that means that now I am at 10% body fat and I still lift the same weights, even a little bit more, and I just shred off like 7% body fat, which means that I am actually so much stronger, because a man that is lean and benches 100 kilograms is always better and always stronger than a man that is big, bulked up, and fluffy like bear mouth and benches 100 kilograms. So, how did I do this? Let me make one thing very clear. Don't listen to the fucking maintain lie. The big lie of when you are on a cut, you should maintain your strength. Don't see it like that. Just train as hard as you did on the bulk. That's what I did. I still trained fucking hard, and that's how I kept all my strength and even got a little bit stronger at the end of my cut, and I looked fucking sick at the end of it. And you could even argue that you should train harder on your cut, because the cut is the hardest, because you're eating less, so you will have a little bit less energy, less PRs in the gym, but you still want to keep as much muscle mass as freaking possible. So this is when you actually have to train hard as fuck, and you can lay down a new baseline to bulk on. So yeah. The biggest end advice that I will give you is train as hard on the cut as you're doing on the bulk, maybe even harder, and that's how you can keep most of your strength, especially when you're cutting for the first time, and look fucking sick at the end of your cut. So, if you want clear help with this, you can DM me level up, and I will exactly walk you through step by step and say when you're ready to cut, and give you the exact levels and quests that you have to do to achieve your dream physique. And if you're anything like me, you're a big gamer before, I know for sure that you can go from this to this in no time, man. So DM me level up, and you can get the Quest Killer app. It's very cool. It's like kind of a game that you can play. You can even compete against other guys. And the difference between normal training programs online and this one is that you have clear levels, and it isn't a long, boring ass 5-year grind anymore in the gym. And you just got a clear path laid out for you, and that's what you need. Especially if you're a big gamer before and you're good at completing levels and quests and unlocking new skills. This is for you, man. So don't wait any longer. DM me level up. Thank you a lot for watching. If you want to see more of this content, then subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.